Deputy President, Deputy Minister, and the Minister of Arts and Culture, Botlhale, is a poet. Letla mutla hae mamo, o tla le bolella gore ena ke mang. Ke ngwana wa mo Bokone Bophirima, o bua Setswana se se thata sa ka se botoka thata. Le sa premier sa gagwe le tla sutlwa. Ke ngwana wa mo gae, o setsa tsere jepo ya gagwe. Yes, girl.
Can I go there?
Yes.
Oh, great. Dumelang, lisiame. Viva ma Africa, viva! Viva ma Africa, viva! Vooma ma Africa, vooma! The time is now. The time for us to gather as one nation and one people. The time for us to unite and become active change makers. The time for me, for you, for us to play our part. Remember how life used to be before COVID-19 jumped and leaped at us and turned our world upside down, when we could freely gather in numbers and when we could hug one another. Remember when job scarcity was not a thing, when job losses were not a thing, when businesses' futures and hopes were not shattered. Remember when hospitals were not flooded with an overwhelming amount of people that are fighting to stay alive, when we didn't have to go to a loved one's funeral every week nor mourn a loved one because they too had lost the battle to this virus. I don't know about you, but my heart aches every single time I receive news that my aunt has passed on, my grandmother has passed on, my friend has passed on, my loved one has passed on. So I say, enough is enough. Let's take a stand and choose to be active change makers. Mama Africa, play your part. Young people, sisters and brothers, our future is in our hands. Let us choose to vaccinate. Let us choose to vaccinate so that we can protect ourselves and those in our communities. For the vaccination equips one's body and builds your immune system to fight against this virus. The vaccination prevents morbidity and mortality. The vaccination is a safe and efficient way to ensure that we grow as a community. Vooma to vaccinate. Play your part. Open the doors and look ahead at our future if we stood together, vaccinated and protected, where we could hold on to loved ones at a longer, where we can gather and celebrate each other, where we don't have to live with the fear and anxiety of constantly losing a loved one. Hegare, Unama youngster, where we can dance to amapiano freely. Young people, it is time for us to gather as one nation and one people. Time for us to unite and take a stand. Time for me, for you, for us to choose to vaccinate. Get a Vooma, Mama Africa. It is time to vaccinate, and I am proudly vaccinated. How about you? Thank you.
Danko, Botlhale Danko. Danko Butlali, Danko. Bekelibeke. Thank you very much, Butlali. As we continue with our program, I think I need to manage time. Each speaker will be allocated 3 minutes from the message of support so that we save time. So we need to save time. As we continue with our program, I will now call on the social cohesion advocates, Ms. Vinolia Mabele and Mr. Sipo Tlakudi. I think you also need to know that Ms. Vinolia Mabele, Miss UN 2019. Amila follower, la mwiti. Ali mwiti. Ms. Vinolia, ke kopa wa tumelele Mr. Sipo Tlakudi so that mobone mabontle wa rona. Mobone, greet them so that they can see you. Imabontle. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Long live the spirit of Umam Charlotte Matlaka. Long live! Long live the spirit of young people. Long live! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vinolia Mabele. I'm a social cohesion advocate and Miss UN International 2019. I'm also an actress, so if you don't know me, you probably know me from Istembiso or Isono. Hey now. Yes, I think it's only befitting that I mention that this year we are celebrating the year of Umam Charlotte Matleke because she's a woman who broke boundaries. She's a woman who, made things possible even during the times where making decisions was unpopular. Now this time in our era that we're living in, we have the opportunity to make decisions that will change our lives. We have decisions to can be vaccinated. So it is up to us to get informed in order to make informed decisions about our lives. It is no longer the time to sit and wait. We have seen what the pandemic has done. I'm standing here in front of you as a UN ambassador and also as an actress, and it has been very difficult for all of us in the industry. Imagine having to do castings at home where you don't even know what the director is looking for, and therefore that makes it difficult for you to get jobs. Imagine what it has done to the economy of our country, where so many businesses have lost their revenue and people have lost their jobs. That means as an entrepreneur as well, I also had to find it very difficult to keep my business sustainable. As a social cohesion advocate, I find this very close to home to give a message of support because it also speaks to the disabled, and we are about promoting social cohesion and nation building. And that means that moto aling hore disabled, imagine a deaf person, if they are used to going to get assistance for whatever reason. And now the world has changed and we can only get in contact through call centers. What is that doing? As a social cohesion advocate, I'm saying to South Africans, let's take charge. We miss playing out there. It's our time to play again. Let us consider everyone and promote the nation. The president has moved the country to alert level 1, and he said 700 people indoors and 2,000 outside. How many of you can confidently say they are confident to be among 750 people indoors? Trust me, I am confident because I am fully vaccinated and I'm ready to play. With that, Program Director, I thank you and I submit.
Dumelang, Absheni, Goeiemorgen, good morning, Kasonale ring. ba bantši ba ntse ba ka leina la Matalane ke re nna ke nna Matalane mokgatlo mohubedi tekola leihlo mare wa tsa kopane godimo ba re ke phatle mošo le diatla ba re phatla le ga sa tlhapa diatla nna nka jana itšhila tša go ba se ke lebebe ba re nna re bapedi re ba binane gore ba mohlakere ba mohlaka mare le gore ba mohlopang ba sebutla sa dimo seo le matheo se se na ka dira le magodu wa tubas a re ke tšhabeng baditi ke tlile mo go tlo hlohleletša baswa Matalane ke le sona le le boloka polelo ke ka lebaka le gore ke tlo shumisha Sepedi which is an official language ke dumela ke re le tlo nkwa ba gešo go ifile ka montle go hloka gore re emeng ka maoto taba ye ga se batho ba bagolo fela ke rena baswa go a tlhokega gore re tle re tšwe beke le beke re santse re vaccinate gore re tle re kgone go bapala mmogo re santse re vaccinate gore re tle re kgone go ipsina gape re beng gape re kgone go bogela polo re bone di-stadium re kgone go tlala mo ko re vaccinate ke gopola gore ka mokana ga rena re vaccinate o gopola gore ge wena o sa ba vaccinata o ka no bele gore o na le maatla ge re go lebeletše mo mmeleng wa gago mara batswadi ba rena a ba na le maatla a re nago le ona sole a re ba šireletšeng tla re vaccinate lebelela motho wa le mo kgausi le wena mmotse gore vaccinator a ka lekwa mmotse gore vaccinator mmotse gore ga o thuše nna fela o thuša lelapa la gago ke thebela gore le ko Sepedi taba ya nkgatlhiša se segolo ga re dira taba e ke go boloka malapa a gabo rena go bohloko gore o tlo wetšele gore motswadi ya gago o hlokofala ka lebaka la gago e le gore wena o tšotšea bolwetši jo papading goba o tšotšea bolwetši jo menateng jalo gore re lotege jalo ka re lote malapa a borena le rena re lotege le gore re tle re phele nako e telele modimo re file sebakanyana a re se ka ba ra se dira se sennyanenyane gore re kgone go phela nako e teletšana a re vaccinateng mmotse gape motho wa le kgausi le gago mmotse gore a re vaccinate wa Vooma na Voomane bo a re vaccinateng ke leboga mokatlo mphelo go ona ke leboga le batho ka mokana wa bona ke a leboga
a ke re le kwele baša la šeba Sepedi le se kwele o rene na le a Voomane bo thank you very much next on the program ke rile ka re ga ke na kgomo a ke na ntša a ke na katse mme tsatsi la ka jeko ke adimilwe fela gore kgosi e nne nna ke mo kopang gore a eme morahe ka lehoko jaanong ke tlo go kopa Kgoshi Mushi Ezekiel Mabe, Chairperson of the Northwest House of Traditional Leaders, o tla beng a bua mo boemong ba dikgosi tsotlhe tsa rona a tlo go rema ka lefoko mme ke kopa gore rona mo Northwest mo bokone bophirima ge kgosi e emisiwa la emella ke kopa re tlotleng Kgosi Mabe ka itse ga lena le rothodi la bogosi mare nna ke na le lone ke kopa re tlotleng kgosi a re beeme ka lefoko tla o sanitize ka geso okay kgosi ke tla go thusa
ke a leboga tla ke tse tšhono e ke dumedise motlatsa mopresidente wa naga ya Afrika Borwa ga mmogo le ditona le batlatsa tona ba ba mo patileng ke tse gape tšhono e ke dumedise tona kgolo ya province le bakhuduthamaga dimeyara tsa rona tse di lefa le badiredipuso badiragatsi ba metshameko le botlhe ba boki ba netefatsi re ya le leboga ebile re ya le dumedisa ke batla ke bua molaetsao wa go gwetlha wa go gwetlha maAfrika Borwa. Ke bua molaetsa o wa go dira boikuelo le go ipiletsa. Seo ke se ne se dirwa mo nakong e fetileng ga setšhaba se nyelela kgotsa ga lefatshe le tlhasetswe ke bolwetse le tlhasetswe ke ntwa. Bogosi bo ne bo emella bo bitsa morafe, bo bitsa mephato go emella go sireletsa naga. We stand here to call upon the nation to stand and defend humanity. Lona maAfrika Borwa re a le itse re a le tlhaloganya. Ga puso e sa dire ditirelo ko bathong, ke a itse go la emella le tswala ditsela la toitoi. But now this is a time government has brought service to save life to you. Now it is your chance to stand up and defend yourselves by vaccinating. Deputy President, re gantsi in local government, batho ba re ditirelo ga di ko bathong. Batho yaanong ba ya ko pusong, ba ya go batla ditirelo ka go toitoi. Now this time, we are saying people are not vaccinating. Now government is toitoing to the people to say vaccinate. We are toitoing to you to say stand up and defend your lives. Defend humanity. Itshireletseng, lwelang bokamoso, ke nako, ga gona nako e nngwe. Wa bona you cannot test your resilience ka bophelo ba gago. O ka se ka lekella ka bophelo go selo sa bolaya. Ka gonne ga o nna le nako ya gore bolella gore ya selo sa bolaya ga go bua nna go bontsha gore mafoko a ka utlwetse ke ka mo utlwang segwegwe le sona se re ke a amogela. I will vaccinate. Go and vaccinate to save the life. Ke a leboga. A pula ene.
Vumani bo. Re a leboga kgosi ka molaetsa wa thotloetso. Ke a solofela gore batho ba gago ba utlwile ba tla ya ba ya go vaccinate to save lives. Thank you very much. As we continue with a message of support, and ke tlo go kopa gore ke bale dibui tsotlhe tse ba ikatumetse gore ba se ke ba tsana go ntse go hologa go godimo kwa. Ha ke biletsa mo pele di dintle ke bine one netball le tla mmona ke monyane o molele la ba se motlhala ipakanye Presley a ipakanye Stone a ipakanye ba tshware khona fela jaaka ba tlhola ba tshwara khona go ba leng teng ba itse.
Good morning, everyone. All protocol observed. Bagaetsho, a re itshireletseng le masika a rona le ditsala tsa rona ka go dira se se tshwanetseng ka go tsaya vaccine. A re se ka ra itewa tsebe ke tsele le tsele. Magwate a gore vaccine e tla re bolaya ga gona bonnete ba seo. According to the World Health Organization, vaccination is simple, safe, and it's an effective way to protect against harmful diseases before coming into contact with them. The main benefits of vaccinating are: it can help you prevent from becoming seriously ill, even if you become in contact with the virus. It's safe and effective, and you also protect the people around you. I myself have vaccinated because I want to take care of the people around us. So I encourage the youth to please go and vaccinate today or whenever you get the chance to. The Bible says in the book of Matthew that we should love ourselves as we love each other. And I believe it's going to be a great step to take forward. As a sports player, we have been infected a lot by COVID. Le ko magaeng, we have lost our loved ones. Bagolo have been dying, children have been dying. And I believe vaccination it tlile go re thusa to protect us from this virus. So I encourage you all to please take the vaccination. Modimo a nne le lona.
Thank you so much, Aramogeleng Tate Labas Motlala. Fleitelang Labas Motlala tleng.
Dumelang magaetso. Nna ke le Lavas Motlhala. I'm encouraging people to vaccinate because there are a lot of lies out there, and especially people that lie to the public is the people that didn't vaccinate. There's nothing that will kill you when you vaccinate. Just go there and vaccinate. Explain to the professionals or what chronic disease do you have. Stop being lied to, because at the end of the day, if you don't vaccinate, you might lose your whole family. I've took my second jab today because I'm also concerned about the country going back to level 0, whereby we'll all live our own life. We'll go back to the stadiums because of the life that we're living at the moment is not the normal life that we live. We've lost our jobs, and the only way the government can able to assist is for us to vaccinate and make sure that we go back to our normal lives. And those who are lying to you is because they want us to be in the same level that we are at the moment. And it's not upon to the government to do this, it's upon us as people, as the public, to make sure that we bring South Africa to be normal again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, Liam Besant.
Good morning, everyone. All protocol observed. Lina la ka ke khalaletsang ke fana ka ramora. I'm here to encourage you guys ka the vaccine. I mean, from my side of the story, COVID-19 has been challenging for 2 years, I guess, and then ke ntho e leng gore ntse and then what I would like to tell you is that don't listen to other people who think you will die if you take vaccine. That's not possible. I mean, if you can take a look, vaccination has gone through clinical trials and then monitoring and testing for you guys to be safe. And then I would like you guys to take vaccine and then be safe. If you vaccinate, you're not only helping yourself, but you also help people around you, the children, the old people at your home. So please, guys, make sure you vaccinate to be safe. Thank you.
Ra leboga galaletsang o fetsa go vaccinate ka fo mmolong ka fa le ntate Labas Motlhala o na tsaya his second jab le Didintle Kibine o na tsa her second jab ga ne re le ka fo mmolong. So I will now call on stage go massive la bona go massive ya on behalf of the actors and the performers, I will now call on stage Stone Sizane. Stone, kupotla le batho ba hao, o rotlo le one no. O simolola le one pele. O just Stone o tshwere o phethe ba gaetso. Come forward, Stone, and speak on behalf of the actors then. And then o tla re bolella gore where's Presley. Le nkutlwa ke re go massive. Thank you very much, Stone.
Dumelang bagaetsho. Pula! Bagaetsho rena re tla re le ka kwano re le makgaba a dipapetla re le baeng ba ba dinaka di maripa. Re tlile kwano ka letsholo la go rotloetsa mongwe le mongwe gore a ente a vaccinate. Ntse re le mo letsholong mo di mining mo more than 7 or 8,000 of our colleagues sa go di mining ba vaccinated ga gona ngongorego e le nngwe. Re ska utlwela maaka batho ba batla gore re ipolae go sa tlhokege. We do not need to lose the lives se di re latlhegelang. Jaanong nna ke tla dira se ke se itseng MEC o buile a re ke actara mme ke nnete ke modiragatsi ke petleke ya malemela gotlhe mme se ke se itseng ke puo ya lekgorokgoro ya motlha diphologolo di bua maja tswena metsi. O ka itharo wa nkitsumpitse Stone mme ke maile go kgotlhwa marata go tshajwa tiludi ya dipoa tshetlhana di kgaga. Mme ka re le senyesemane ke a se itse. You gotta have the courage for your convictions and stick to the mission. Follow through, accomplish what you're wishing. Don't let your stomach make your decisions. Bleeding death by 1,000 incisions. Bleeding from 1,000 lesions. Your failures, your lessons, choose a new direction. Follow your passion. Speak less and do more, a man of action. Money talks with an accent and make the connection. Multiplications, no fractions. As we add these transactions, feed your team, no factions. On your knees, be serious about what you're asking and receive from God your blessings. Bula! Ke a ririle go kola dikolo dikgolo mo tlalong la kgongwane phatswana bonka di latlhela bo matoto wa bega fa ba bone mephato e bua letsholo ba bone dikgotsi borre mabuza ba le sopo sengwe ga utlwala megolokwane le meduduetso. Mowari ke a gopola. It looked and felt like letlhabula. The sun so hot, horota even le dipula. Re tswa le dipala, but that was the winter time. 27 years down the line, the real sunshine. Freedom and happiness today sponsored by the Khakamela Masisi. Batlhabani marumo fatshe. A ine mo di gaditsalanyana. Re ska ja go jilwe. Re re magapu a tlile meno a fedile. Pula! Amandla!
Sure, Stone. Sure. Danko. Thank you very much. I'm not too sure, Minister Mtetwa. Tota. These are our people, Danko. Beke. Thank you very much. As we continue with our program, are you ready for Busi? Radeve? Are you ready for Busi? Okay. I will now call on stage Hassan Busi Aipakanya, the president of SIFSA in Bogodo, the young women, Litlapa, Join Bewana, Creative Industry Deputy President, and Haneri Minister Mrezra, she must make sure that we are live joy. And we want to see that in you. Hansi Ata, Join Bewana, Luena Vusi, we pakanye watumele mopel. Thank you.
Thank you. Ngizothiwa vumani mo. Serious. Vumani mo. Aha. The program director,
MEC, siyabonga sawubona. It's been a while. The Deputy President of the Republic, Ubaba Mabuza, the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Unyambose Sanbingelela, Minister of Health, MEC wako Sports, Arts and Culture, who's our MC, Ama Head of Department, National and Provincial Leadership, CIFSA Leadership and Strategic Partners, South African Creative Economy Practitioners, Ama Artists, Ama athletes, distinguished guests, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, siyabingelela. The vaccination campaign is the most critical intervention that led by our democratic government. Tinage, as the cultural and the creative industry, we applaud our government for promoting the return to our normal lives. It has been very difficult for us as creatives, as well as abantu be sports. COVID-19 has damaged our sector negatively for almost 2 years. Singakhoni ukwenza into esiyithandayo, singakhoni ukubuka imisebenzi emihle enziwa by other creatives. We have lost so much as creatives of this country. Seeing our government focusing on the creative industry, it gives us hope ukuthi siyamameleka ekhaleni kwethu. We will also like ukugcwalisa i-stadium, sidanse, shama vuvuzela, sicule, kube mnandi, and senze ama-exhibition. I've seen Minister ukuthi most of our stadium, they need ama-facelift. Our creatives are there ukuncedisa lapho ukuthi makabukeke kahle, sifake imisebenzi yethu emihle, abantu bayi-appreciate. Siyakhumbula even to hug each other in celebrating our goals, in celebrating our achievements, our plays, our music. Deputy President, as the creatives of this country, we are the flag of this country. We have demonstrated that in many occasions. As we speak, our creatives are doing wonders in Dubai. We love our country, and that is why we like to emphasize that we are not saying we are forcing people to be vaccinated, but we are pleading with South Africans to invest in their health, lifestyle, and more importantly, save the future. We are hopeful that our government has researched truly and have an accurate and approximate vaccine for the lovely nation of Mama Charlotte Maxeke, Ubaba Nelson Mandela, Luthuli, Nusisulu, and all the heroes to us now in South Africa, just to mention the few. We need to fight. We do not fight to lose our lives like this. And we are a resilient nation that gratefully that our government is empowering us to fight back this pandemic. ISIFSAGE has done research and consulted widely within the cultural and the creative sector. And we as the South African creatives would like to lead this vaccination campaign. Siyise eindaweni zasemakhaya, sikhulume in our own indigenous languages, sikhulume nabazali bethu, siyithathe from city to city, town to town, township to township, as well as villages to villages. And ithina singakwazi ukuyenza kahle because siyamameleka, we've got an influence in our communities. We have made the world dance to our South African tunes in the past, so we can do it now, creatives, by assisting ukuthi iliwe le pandemic, ngokuqala thina si vaccinate and encourage others to be vaccinated. We as creatives have a powerful weapon for mass destruction, such as sikwazi ukwenza mass street art that will communicate to our people, our street theater, industrial theater, beautification of public spaces that also allow our nation to heal. And the art is very therapeutic. Let us celebrate our talent. Yes, we know that there are limited resources in this country because of all the challenges that we've been facing. But this vaccination campaign, it also creates employment, job opportunities for our artists. We would like to see our provincial icons, legends, and our international stars sharing the stage, collaboratively educating and entertaining our lovely and beautiful South Africans. We as creatives are ready to strengthen this partnership with government. We can also do different roadshows, campaign, and njengoba seyikhona seyiqalile ethi Vooma. We are very progressive as creatives because we even have umdanso othi Vooma. I believe abantu they will remember that dance ebizwa ngeVooma. So South Africa are daily consumers of our product as creatives, hence we cannot forget them. Kulesikhathi esinzima kangaka as artists, we need to be there for our people. We would like to reach out to them to discuss, understand, appreciate their involvement in fighting this pandemic. Let us go to our communities with knowledge to fight this pandemic. We do not want to lose our nation. We don't want our people to be confused by social media campaigns. We would like to go to them and instill the spirit of winning as a nation to save our country. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to win back our country. Come, let's join hands to fight back. Let's get vaccinated. Let's go to our community and explain this mission. We have liberated this country against apartheid regime. It is our turn to unite, vaccinate, and liberate our country. Let's do it, Mzansi. Let's do it, athletes. Let's do it, creatives. Let's do it, government. Amandla!
As the South African Music Industry Council, we support the move for us to come together and encourage our members and the people who support us to vaccinate. As our president has already mentioned, we are going to encourage in every way. You'll remember we're going to make songs as well. I would like everybody to say, Zogala ngikugibele sivum vum. Thathe siyovuma as we inject, as we vaccinate. Reripula.
Thank you so much. Laibona pula yetla. Can we quickly listen to the message via the song Kabusi Khadebe? Just one song due to the weather. La go pala go utlwa dilo tse di monate. Busi.
Bokoni Buphirima, how are you? Lekaye. Aibo. Uphindo kusela umoya wami. Moya Jesu. Somnandi zingini impilo yami. Kwalindawo. Uphinde ukusela umoya wami. Moya Jesu. Somnandi zingini impilo yami. Yebo. When uphinde ukusela umoya wami. Ukusele umoya wami. Ngoba mina tohamba. Ngitsho
Thank you
Moya
so much.
Jehovah.
Guys, pula yana, but motla se mo le gona le di shelter. Ke kopa le eme mo tlase ga shelter so that the deputy president a kgone go bua le lona. Ba ba nang le di umbrella, use your umbrellas. As we call on stage, just a remark from NAFCOC, Ntate Ramosepele.
Ke a leboga motsamaisi tiro. Bagaetsho rona re le NAFCOC, we are very concerned ka the high rate of unemployment e tlisitsweng ke the result of the pandemic. So we are calling and urging all business people, or as they go to vaccinate, please take along your employees. Don't leave them behind. Because in that way you'll create a safer environment for everyone. We are also saying to government that we are encouraged by all these efforts, and the Premier Nabuama Hapile, that the vaccination will go to the people. Please, Honorable Premier, include the taxi ranks and shopping malls, because that's where people go and gather in numbers. We also think that the creative industry can add value. If they can incorporate the message of vaccination in their storylines, because we tend to believe what we see on TV. But also, Honorable Deputy President, we think that corporate South Africa and government should embed the message of vaccination in all their adverts. It don't cost them more than what they would have spent at the end of the day. Because we need to counter the anti-vax narrative, which seem to be having an upper hand in some cases. So, ra leboga bagaetsho, re leboga la puso ka le minyana le re le kreileng as business people go re thusa go tswa mo lubeng. Ra re se jo sennye ga se fete molomo, mme ebile ho be ga tshwane le setle. Bagaetsho, let's go and vaccinate, because the sooner we get out of this pandemic, the better for everyone. There will be more jobs, more new jobs, and the economy will open. Ebe re tswa motlaleng, ke a leboga, a re vaccinate.
Let us call on stage the Deputy Minister Sibungizeni Ndlomo. He will remarks on the national vaccination program. Hantsi ko bagaetsho, netefatsa fela gore ga o kreye ke mosarasarane. Go na le meritinyana e ka kgonang gore re thuse gore se ke ranelwa ke pula. Ba ba tshwereng ke di umbrella go siame lona le ka nne la tumela mo pele.
Program Director, our MEC, Deputy President of our country, the Premier of the province, Baba Umthethwa, the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, all the colleague MECs who are here, MEC Sambata, ekuyeni ngihlala naye ngisebenza naye kakhulu, Khosi Mabe, the sports fraternity leadership that is here and fans, the arts and culture fraternity leadership that is here, ngiyanibingelela nonke. All the messages that are here are coming in to support the program that our presidency has asked Dr. Pasha. We supporting him to champion. Let me then say something that not many of us will be able to say. All pregnant mothers who are delivering babies today in the hospitals will go home a day or two and get a BCG vaccine for the babies. Because we now know in the country, in the world, we have to live alongside with TB. When they leave the hospital, having been given the immunization of what we call vaccination, they get a chart, a road to health chart for the baby, saying at 4 months, go to the nearest clinic and get rubella, measles, polio vaccine. Why are we doing this? Because this baby was sitting in the mother's womb, well protected, coming into this environment that has got TB, polio, all that, must give the support. Now in the world, we have a new problem that even our grandmothers never saw, this coronavirus. That is why this is not only for the babies from the clinic, it's for all adult people to be vaccinated because we don't have a defense against this disease. We are pleading, Uguti, now that we are out of the third wave, let us save South Africans. Let us save our families, our mothers, our church leaders, our hoshis, Uguti. See, vaccinate as fast as we can between now and December, as instructed by our president and our deputy president, Ubaba Umsheng. So that when the fourth wave comes, it will find us ready to deal with it. Because if you have got a defense on your body, any disease that can come on you will just cause a bit of an inconvenience and a discomfort. It will not take you to the ICU and you will not therefore die. So by December, if all of us 18 years and above are vaccinated, maybe Deputy President may open up the stadia for us. Maybe will ask us to visit restaurants and sit social distance, but be there. So what the Deputy President is talking about, the economic reconstruction and recovery plan, it is in our hands. We can make a difference. Realebo.
Re a leboga bagaetsho, pula tsa matlhogonolo di a re neela. As we welcome on stage the vaccination promotional song by Lady Smith Black Mambazo. Matsogo a lona na le mona batho ba Northwest. Matsogo a lona na le jealous batho ba Northwest. Lady Smith Black Mambazo. Let us welcome them.
Fellow South Africans, South Africa. Let's vaccinate. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Stay alive. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. If you are safe, let's vaccinate. I am safe. Stay alive. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. It's not about you. Let's vaccinate. It's not about me. Stay alive. It's about all of us. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. Fellow South Africans, don't be afraid of the vaccination. It will save our lives. Asikomeni, 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 singabi navalo, asikomeni, South Africa. Let's vaccinate. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Stay alive. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. It's not about you. Let's vaccinate. It's not about me. Stay alive. It's about all of us. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. If you are safe, Let's vaccinate. I am safe. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. Fellow South Africans, don't be afraid of the vaccination. Let's vaccinate. It will save our lives. South Africa. Fellow South Africans, don't be afraid of the vaccination. Let's vaccinate. It will save our lives. South Africa. Let's vaccinate. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Stay alive. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. It's not about you. Let's vaccinate. It's not about me. Stay alive. It's about all of us. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. If you are safe, let's vaccinate. I am safe. Stay alive. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Save South Africa. If you are safe, let's vaccinate. I am safe. Stay alive. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. Fellow South Africans, don't be afraid of the vaccination. Let's vaccinate. It will save our lives. Asikomeni. 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 This is South Africa. Asikomeni. This is South Africa. Let's vaccinate. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Stay alive. Let's vaccinate. Let's vaccinate. Vaccinate. Save South Africa. It's not about you. Let's vaccinate. It's not about me. Stay alive. It's about all of us. Let's vaccinate. Save South Africa.
Let's vaccinate. Stay alive. South Africa. Let's vaccinate. Stay alive. Hi, Vooma. Let's vaccinate. Stay alive. I'll join our black members. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, got that vaccination song, and we will stay alive indeed. Let's vaccinate, stay alive. Let's sing. Let's vaccinate, stay alive. Hey, let's vaccinate, stay alive. Oh, let's vaccinate, stay alive. Vooma. Thank you so much. As I welcome on stage, Nyambos, the Minister of Arts, Culture, Sports and Recreation, or Muitsimba Haitso, at the Horema Kalefok, who is Setswana, Mayara, Otto Wasetswana, Otto Mutuela, Kimurutile Setswana. Abuele Rona, Bualebatuaha Minister, Nyambos.
Halala. Halala. Our lead spectators in the Republic of South Africa here with us are saying to us we need to get back to the stadiums. Program Director, MEC, Tsotso, the Deputy President, our Premier, Dade Mabe Bushi, Hoshi Mabe, Deputy Minister, Mkabel, our mayors who know, and everybody else. We are in Northwest today, the third province we are visiting on this campaign, Return to Play, it is in your hands. We say that you have to take a jab for a jive. People are coming. We are still expecting more to come and vaccinate, to save our lives, and vaccinate to save South Africa. So said Mambazo. But what is important is that we need to step up the mobilization campaign wherever we are, in our villages, in our suburbs, in our townships. Let's step up the campaign and deal with the naysayers, the anti-vaxxers, those people who should not concentrate on them. We should be able to persuade the majority of the people in this country to vaccinate. We've taken this campaign from the sport, arts and culture side, but today we're combining it with the Vooma Vaccination Week, which the President of the Republic of South Africa has declared. And we are saying that today is better than yesterday. Today you can have indoors 750 people. You can have outdoors 2,000 people. Slowly but surely, we are getting back to work. This day, the 1st of October, also coincides with the National Recreation Day. It is the National Recreation Day declared by the Cabinet in 2012, that we should ensure that we have an active nation, that you don't have to be an athlete to be fit. People should do simple things. Instead of taking escalators, just walk up the steps. Instead of driving and parking next to the mall, park in such a way that we will walk. That walk at least 30 minutes of your time, at least a day, makes a difference. Because some of the people end up in hospitals in huge hospital bills, when in fact it is about them not taking care of their lives. We can help the health department by reducing people who get sick, by keeping active. Please walk, jog, and keep yourself active in one way or the other. And in that way, we'll be true to our vision of having a winning, active, and socially coherent nation. We are moving from here to the next province, which is KwaZulu-Natal, and we'll move to other provinces until the last province, drumming up support that we are winning the battle. We are winning the battle against fake news, against people who say things, horrible things about vaccination, when in fact most of them have been vaccinated as children. They get vaccinated all the time when they leave the country and go to other countries. So we must forge ahead, and I want to say to the creatives, thank you for showing the way. I want to say to the athletes, thank you for showing the way. Let's have our young people vaccinating and ensure that we really reach that population immunity. With those few words, I'll ask Umshengu to come forward, the Deputy President of the Republic. Deputy President.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can take our seats. Program Director, the Premier of the Province of Northwest, Minister Mtetwa, Deputy Minister Lomo, members of the Northwest Provincial Executive Council, all our MECs that are here, our mayors that are amongst us here, Hoshimabe, to all our Vax ambassadors, our guests, our athletes, to all distinguished guests that are amongst us today. We are pleased to join you today on this leg of our vaccination campaign in the Northwest Province, in the district of Bujanala, which is the home of the cradle of mankind. Besides being the hosts of this iconic Royal Bafokeng Stadium, this district has the highest number of people that are eligible to vaccinate. We've got over 1.2 million of people that are eligible to vaccinate. Now, as of yesterday, I think we've got almost 260, more or less above that number, we've vaccinated. MEC Sambata, have we reached 300,000? Yes, we've reached 300,000. Well done. Over 1 year ago, in June 2020, we visited Bujanala when it was found to be the area with the highest number of COVID-19 infections in the entire province. To contain the spread of the infection at the time, the provincial government partnered with the private sector, partnered with the traditional leaders and our religious leaders. This model was found to be effective in producing the desired results of curbing the spread of the virus. The same approach and enthusiasm is required. It's on demand for this generation to push ahead, ramp up vaccination, hold one another's hand, and move with speed. It is befitting that we are back in this district again, under the banner of the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, joined by all our social partners in the sporting, in the cultural and creative industries to spread the message on COVID-19 vaccines.
We are quite encouraged by your presence, all of you today. Indeed, we are standing side by side with our legendary artists, our sporting heroes and heroines, to drive home this important message that vaccines saves lives and sustain livelihoods. Our artists, our sporting heroes and heroines are our indispensable partners as influencers and vaccine ambassadors toward the creation of a favorable condition to restore a sense of normalcy that has been disrupted by the pandemic. We're quite aware of the tribulations that the COVID-19 pandemic has visited to all sports bodies, sportsmen and women, creative sector and its value chain alike. We'd gone to go by without a guaranteed income since March 2020. We therefore understand the sufferings that our artists are enduring and the negative impact of the pandemic on sports and the creative sector in general. Because of our lived experience under the COVID-19 lockdowns, we call on all of you to work hard, work hand in hand with government, with business, with our communities in the rollout of vaccines to reach out every eligible person that is yet to visit any of our 3,000 vaccination sites that are scattered all over the country. We have also extended vaccination days in order to ensure that everyone is able to access either the public or the private vaccination sites. As you can deduce from the launch, it is quite clear that there are more people that have taken the vaccines. There are more people that are still willing to take the vaccines because they want to return to their stadiums. They want to return to their theaters. They want to return to their festivals. So we're encouraging all of you that we must move with speed. We're yearning to come back to our stadiums that are empty. It is therefore our collective interest to call to action every eligible South African to stop procrastinating and to prioritize getting vaccinated against the virus so that we can increase our chances to return to play and to unlock the full potential of our value chain in the sporting and creative economies. Today's event here in Royal Bafokeng is a continuation of an ongoing mobilization campaign that we have launched in FNB Stadium in Gauteng and later took it to Mbombela Stadium in Mpumalanga. We commend the demonstrated partnership between government and the various sporting bodies, the cultural organization, interfaith leaders, traditional authorities, farmers groups, youth groups, and civil society to mobilize communities for vaccination.
Together, we are working collaboratively to educate and to inform the people about the proven benefits of vaccines in defeating COVID-19 pandemic. Together, we shoulder the responsibility to clarify to the people of our country several misconceptions being deliberately peddled about vaccines in order to confuse our people. We must continue to engage the people to dispel these dangerous myths and false conspiracy theories about the efficacy of our vaccines, which unfortunately contributes to vaccine hesitancy and subsequently loss of life. In all previous pandemics, vaccines have proven to be credible as a solution to save lives. In the case of COVID-19 pandemic, vaccines are again the only available and credible solution we have at our disposal to ensure that we adequately prepare the nation and arm the nation to face the changing coronavirus variants and the strains so that we defeat those strains. We defeat the changing, the mutating virus. We must be prepared. And we can only be prepared by taking these vaccines. The route we are taking on vaccinating the nation is the same route that we all took when we vaccinated against measles, against polio, against smallpox, chickenpox, and other diseases. So vaccines are not strange to us. In this regard, there is no one more suitable to convey the critical message about the safety and efficacy of vaccines than the people's own idols, than the people's own heroes and heroines, yourselves. Everywhere we've gone, one thing is clear. The people trust your influence. The people trust your voices because they love you. They follow you. We must assure our people, all of us, that vaccines saves life. We are registering progress, slowly but sure, towards containing the pandemic as envisaged by the recorded decline in the infections, the decline in hospital admissions, and the reported death cases. We are making good progress, but we must move with speed and the desired energy. However, we still have a long way from reaching the required target of vaccinating 40 million people so that you can reach the desired population immunity. It is projected that vaccinating 70% of the South African population by December 2021 will help us to reduce severe COVID-19 illnesses that will result into hospitalization, that will result into death. As we stand today, we have lost more than 87,500 people to this pandemic. In the same vein, Earlier this morning, we launched the Vooma vaccination mobilization campaign by the Department of Health and its partners. This is another effort presented by the President, calling on all leaders to increase their efforts, to increase their pace at district and local levels across the country, to rally all of society behind the achievement of the 70% vaccination target by December 2021. This will adequately prepare the country to save 20,000 lives that could be lost during the expected fourth wave infections. Through these initiatives, certain weekends will be set aside for Vooma vaccination weekends, during which all our vaccination sites, both public and private, will be open to encourage access to vaccines. Your enthusiastic participation is the only guarantee towards getting more people vaccinated by the end of December 2021. We hope that this will magnify the message that vaccines saves life. Since we started this journey of vaccination, we are encouraged by the role played by the vaccination ambassadors and for their commitment to the cause of mobilizing our people, mobilizing our communities, assuring them of the safety and the usefulness of COVID-19 vaccines. The goal of the campaign is that the country returns to sporting and creative industry spaces, as well as other economic activities. Just imagine that in few days' time, we will be playing Ethiopia in the second round of the World Cup qualifier that will be played in an empty stadium. This collaboration of government, business, social partners is steeped in the traditions of our country in our project of nation building. Let us remember that since the dawn of democracy, our nation-building efforts and social cohesion have been centered around on unity of purpose, have been centered around on collaboration and social compacting. It is for these reasons that as a country, we have managed to overcome every adversity that has come our way. The COVID-19 pandemic is not different. Similarly, through every trial and tribulations we have had to encounter as a people, the advocacy role that our sporting heroes and heroines, artists and creatives have played in promoting certain campaigns and social cohesion efforts, including acting as a compass of our national consciousness, is appreciated. It is precisely for this reason that we continue to tap into the power of their voices and into the power of their influence to help us make headway in the fight against this virus through advocating for vaccination and behavioral change. Together we are spreading the message that vaccines saves life. We urge all our artists, our players in various sporting codes, our sporting and all creatives to come and summon their patriotic zeal, their energies, and work with us to encourage every eligible person to vaccinate. Vaccination is our only chance to reduce infections, to reduce chances of severe illness, to reduce chances of hospitalization, as well as prevent unnecessary loss of life. Whereas it is increasingly becoming clear that vaccines are the only ticket to take us back to our stadiums, our theaters, our concert halls, and our festivals. We shall, however, protect and respect everyone's right to choose whether or not to get vaccinated. But it is our responsibility to educate the people about what science has taught and proven to us, that vaccines are the only solutions and an antidote to defeat the COVID-19 pandemic. For these reasons, we have secured enough vaccines as a country. With the help of the President, we must thank him for that effort. Now, we are calling for everyone who's willing to vaccinate to come forward, because we have got enough vaccines that can save our people. It is in our hands to reverse and transcend the coronavirus tidal wave. It is in our hands to ensure that we create the viable atmosphere for the opening up of the economy and bringing everything else to normality. By opening up, we'll be able to embark on a sustainable path of economic recovery, thereby increasing our efforts to fight poverty, unemployment, and inequality. It is in our hands to ensure that the Northwest Province reclaims its global image of being the host to amazing tourism sites and venues. Over the years, this province has been a formidable player in attracting local, regional, and international visitors to its game reserves, to the natural wonders, the international renowned Sun City, and all other signature events that are found in the province. As you will know, the tourism sector recovery plan released in March this year in response to the COVID-19 pandemic has specifically noted that tourism has extensive value chains and labor absorption capabilities. Our ability and willingness to get every eligible person vaccinated before the end of December this year has a direct correlation with our ability to rebuild our local, international investor and consumer confidence, and therefore create the necessary jobs that our people need. It is all in our hands to turn the tide around and to create the prerequisite environment for economic recovery and an opportunity to rebuild lives and livelihoods. Let us join this campaign, which will rekindle our economy and prompt it to create the necessary jobs that we have shared. Therefore, there's no reason for panic and fear about these vaccines. the route we have taken and are pursuing. It is informed by science and a rigorous process of approvals by the bodies that we have set domestically as a country and internationally. No responsible government can advocate for that which is not in the best interest of the people, especially that which concerns the right to life. We're calling upon our people to trust the call made by government, to go out in their numbers and vaccinate. We therefore come to you and plead that taking a COVID-19 vaccine is the right thing to do. This is a national duty that everyone must undertake. No one shall be left behind, whether you are in the Northwest, whether you are in Limpopo, whether you are in Mpumalanga, Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Free State, Northern Cape, Eastern Cape, Western Cape. All of us must move together, hand in hand, and fight this pandemic. I thank you. Sorry.
Thank you, Deputy President. And I think the people of South Africa heard you. They will go in numbers and vaccinate to make sure that we save one another. Save your grandmother, save your uncle, save your sister, save your brother, save your girlfriend, save your wife, save your boyfriend. Encourage your boyfriends, encourage your husbands to go out and vaccinate. It is the right thing to do. Thank you very much, Deputy President. We heard you, and I think the people of South Africa, they will indeed go in numbers. The people of the province of Boyabukondi Bupirima, Deputy President and the Minister, baya go tsaya lemao la bona la tshireletso ra leboga. As I welcome on stage the district mayor, I would like to call upon all the dancers, you know yourselves, come forward because the leadership will join you as they dance for their lifestyle. You must also assist the Deputy President. You must also assist the Minister. I know the Minister is our thing. You must also assist the Deputy Minister, the Premier, the Executive Mayor of Rustenburg, the Executive Mayor of Bojanala, MEC Sambata, ke tsaba go bua ka dikgosi. Bone ga ba rata ba tla re joina, mara I know they will do that. So ipakanyeng ne ha the mayor wa district atla go dira atla go re fa molaetsa wa ditebogo. Lona le tla be le ipakanya, we will in due course join you and we will jive with you. Me fetsang Molusiwa tla o tlo go re nela molaetsa wa ditebogo.
Ala la Bukoni Bupirima halala. Ala la Bojanala halala. Ala la Bojanala halala. Thank you very much, Program Director MEC Kapi Tsotso. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge amongst us the presence
of the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa and also the Deputy President of the ruling party, the African National Congress. Accompanying him is the Minister of Sports, Ntate Nathi Ntetwa, the Deputy Minister of Health, Ntate Dlomo. Let me also take this opportunity to acknowledge yourself, the Premier of the Northwest, with your entourage, the MEC collective, amongst us, Radale MEC, the Program Director, the leading young man, MEC wa Health, Ntate Sambata. I saw Ntate Lehari, MEC Lehari, MEC Matsimela, MEC Kinetsi, Musenuri. Let me also acknowledge your presence, Kosi Mabe. You are leading the house. Yamubukoni Bupirima. Harina Luana Fela Nalebatu Babotle. Kosi Mulutlech. Ore Amukhetse Re Kosi Mpuisang. O Ramukhetse ka Mufutu o ribuletse mabati mo mung wa gago. Ebile o re felegetsa ka pula ya maebana. Acknowledge also my colleague, Mayor, I guess MEC, so I'm promoter, Mayor Kuno. The program of today, as I'm indicated, I'm the political head Yabu Janala. I am also the chairperson of the District Coronavirus Command Council. Ke mo eteledi pele gape bo mme ba bokoni bophirima ba African National Congress kana ha o bua ka bo mme molaetsa o ga re o fa bo mme wa gompieno re dumela gore molaetsa o tlo go tsamaya tota ka gore bona ke batho ba ba kopanang ke batho ba ba buang thata. So I also like to thank all the departments and society for rallying behind Minister Nathi. Your vaccination drive campaign. And because without them, we cannot see increase in terms of vaccination. Without them participating, the stadiums will always be empty. Without them participating, we will not see things in the cinema. Without them participating, we will not enjoy sports. That is why today, the program for ensuring that it engages collectively, because the primary motto of our government is together we can do more. Together when we are joining hands, together when we are distributing and also preaching like the preachers preach gospel. My message to you from here, we must preach the gospel of vaccination is real. Vaccination, ya sister, rona re vaccinated. Gona di rumors tsa gore ga ona le comorbidity, blah blah blah. We are the living examples. Even if you na le comorbidity, you can vaccinate. And not personally, I guess go to an inch yet anything. Already side effect, nix. So I'm 100% sure gore I can convince you. Gore di khanza ka jego ga di timanwe. Go and preach gospel to all people around our province, gore vaccination itle go thusa gore di stadium tsa rena di tlale. You know, when you are able to put a plate on the table, think about our artists. Think about our young people whom we are grooming as government. Think about our soccer legend. Think about everything. That is why, as government collectively, and I also want to thank my ruling party for deploying capable men and women that are behind me, for ensuring that through thick and thin, they know they have an obligation to push community members to vaccinate. My role here is gore re batla go lo khorometsa botlhe gore rona re batla go phela ene re dumela gore le lona lotlhe le batla go phela rona re batla go ja because life is about ambition. You must be ambitious when you are living. So if one person is ambitious to be a national soccer legend. Re tshwantse re mmone fa a ke re mo support. So my message and my last word to yourself, Kore, go and preach this gospel. I'm very much happy about the program. I'm very much happy about collectiveness. And I'm also very much happy about the person, particularly in our province, who is leading health department. Ntate Sambata, thank you very much. I will always call you a young man because the way you nale energy, ware matisa. Thank you very much, lastly, President. You are Deputy President, you are always here. You've been here last time, and statistically speaking, MEC Sambata has shown you gore resarile really mabuzarized. And I guess today we are going to be naturalized or mabuza naturalized. Amanda.
Thank you very much, Majoro Waronawa District. We are indeed Nati Boost. We are Nati Boost, and we are going to make sure that we are vaccinated as the province. Thank you very much, Majoro. Before Pulai Renela Bakhaitsu, I think I must also, Minister, remind our people that we are also celebrating a Vooma. We are celebrating a National Recreation Day in a style by Voomerizing or by Nati Vooming, so that Batubarona Voome. So because we want to live a healthy lifestyle. By doing that, the Deputy President, the Minister, the Deputy Minister, and the entourage will now, as they pass through the dancers, even if it's a one-step premier, one-step Majoro. I know Majoro can dance. So he knows how to dance. Even the Minister and Deputy President, I will also teach you someday, don't worry. So we will join them. As we join them just for a few minutes, because Nagoi Remega for Pefong, Lonale Stata, the leadership will come and greet you, God dance, then we will then go and then Lunata Salalituella, Kamuseveti Walruna. Bahaiso Lebohila Hontrompa, Eveliterna Coele, Veregile Namonati, the Meikile Shahore, the Roe Manon Trotto, it's a Masentle. As the Deputy President and the entourage join the dancers, I will also join the dancers. Let's go, hit Vumanivo!
It's dark in here. The land where civilization forgot.
So, are you ready? Let's vaccinate.
Welcome to the jungle.
Check. Side by side. Hey, nothing else. Here, watch. Listen to me. Punch. Right, left. 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 Right. Same direction with the instructor. Come. Right, left. Right, left. As you tap here. Let's do right. Look at the instructor. Watch it. Let's do it. Enjoy. Look at the instructor. Be vaccinated. Hello. Let's do it. You punch. Both. Beat. Uppercut. Let's go. Uppercut right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. You tap on the floor. And the right. Left. Let's do this. Enjoy yourself. Oh. Punch one. Walk. Hit. Two. Uppercut. You press. 3, 2. Stay punching. Go. That's good. One more time. Side punches. And test. Go.
Are you guys enjoying yourself? Let's do this. Come, 4, 3, 2, hey. Come. Side. Forward. Side by side. Forward. Side by side. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you see that? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, forward. Side by side. Forward. 4, 3. Look at the instructor. Look at the instructor. Look at the instructor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward punches. Forward punches. 1, 2, 7. 4 punches forward. And one side. Go. 4 punches forward. 1 punch side. You move. 4 punches forward. 2, 3, side. 1. You move. One more time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. You move. 4, 3, 2, side. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side by side. Again. Side. Nice music. 2, 4, 3, 2. Side by side. You move. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single point. One more time. Watch out. Side. Again. Yes. Side. 1. Oh. Uppercut. 1, 2, Enjoy. I wanna pull them all. Hey. 1, 2. Last one. Side by side. Move. Uppercut. 4, 3, 2. 1, 2.
Put your hands up in the air, 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 put your hands up in the air and dance to the beat. Put your hands up in the air, 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 put your hands up in the air and dance to the beat. Put your hands up in the air, 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 put your hands up in the air and dance to the beat. Put your hands up in the air, 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 put your hands up in the air.
On your right. Let's go. Let's go this way. You turn this side. Uppercut. 1, 2. Body up. 1, 2. On your left. 1, 2. We go this way. On your right. Uppercut next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This way. Uppercut. Go. 1, 2, 3, and kick. Let's do this. Left. 1. Uppercut. On your left. 4, 3. On your right. 1. Uppercut. On your right. Knee up. 1, 2, 3. One more time. It's up 4. You want some more? 4, 3. Punch. This way. Uppercut. 1, 4, 3. Bona. Side. Uppercut. And knee up on your right. Punch. This way. Uppercut right. 4 knee up. 1, 2. Now go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. You turn this way. Uppercut. Knee, 4 times. 4, 3. On your right. 1. Just squat. Squat. 2 more. Squat, flex. Wasabi samoto. 1, 2. Pinch. 6. Up. Deeper. Up. Down. Up. Deeper. Down. 1. Down. 2. Down. 3. Down. And 4. 3. One more time. Let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, and up. You put zip. Up. 1, 2, 3. Passatina. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 4, 3, 2. One more time. 1, 2. Zipper. Yes. Again. 1, 2, 4. You twist. What's up? One more time from the top left. 4 punches. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go this way. 4. Uppercut right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knee up 4 times. 1, 2. Now on your left. Go. We go this way. To the snow. Uppercut left. 1, 2. Now 4 times on your left. 1, 2. One more time. Right. Squat. Up. 2. Squat. 3. Squat. 4. Now we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Now you remember. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. For the last time. 4, 3, 2. Let's go. Let's march. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk. Up and down. Go. Go. Hey. Yeah. 1, 2. We go to the left. It's the same thing. 1, 1, 3, 4. Walk. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1. Hey. Hey. Yeah. 1, 2. You squat. You squat. 1, 5, 6. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 4, 3. Are we squatting? Huh? Huh? Come, come, up. You punch. Again. Huh? Huh? From the top, 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Side by side. Whoa. Uppercut. Yeah. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 4, 3. Let us do it. Let us do it. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Give yourself a round of applause. That's the vaccination drive. Bokone Bupirima, Northwest, Royal Bafokeng, Rustenburg Municipality, Department of Arts, Culture, Sports and Recreation. Thank you very much. Live from